I have read many answers to this question like gymming, waking up early and other health tips. But, there's one thing that I want to share. In my life, in the last 25 years, somehow the things that I genuinely wish for has never happened. But, every time, something else happens and somehow it has always been much better than what I wished for. Just like the quote, when something you want doesn't happen, it means something else much better is waiting for you, and, I thought I'm lucky that way. I'll give you a few examples. Right from my childhood, I wanted to very badly go to this school in my hometown. When I finally had a chance to go there, things got turned and I went to another one, far off from my home. I was in hostel and I hated it, initially. I am not someone who stays up late to study, but we were made to stay up late in this school. But, because of that, I scored very good marks and got into the college I wanted. In college, during placements, I had a company on my mind. I cleared all the rounds like quantitative aptitude, case study, video synthesis and group discussion. But, during my interview at 12:30 a.m., I screwed up big time because 1, it was too late for me and 2, someone pushed my contact lens on the ground, so it was all dirty when I wore it and of course, I was half blind as well. I didn't clear the interview and I felt awful. But, I got into the very next company, Latent View, and it was like a cakewalk for me. And after I joined, I was so relieved that I didn't join the previous one because my friends who were in that company were complaining about the exhaustive working hours. Then, when I was working in Latent View, I wanted to move to the US and somehow it never worked out for me. All my friends were moving to the US, but I was only sending them off at the airport. I have lost count of how many people I have sent off, until now. But, because I stayed, I got a chance to move to PayPal. They promised to apply L1 for me in my previous company, when I said I wanted to leave. I had to choose between L1 and PayPal. I chose PayPal, which is by far the best decision I have made. Again, if you have read my other answers, you know I had a breakup. The same person broke up with me second time, because he said he wants to pursue UPSC sincerely. But, there are better things happening in my career which I don't think I'd have chosen, had I been with him. So, overall, somehow things always happen to be better. And, that's because I'm lucky, I thought. But, growing up, reflecting about all those experiences, I think it's because I have accepted things to be better. I wouldn't know if the previous one is worse, because I never experienced it. But, I told myself that the latter was the best. Just from the above examples, I believed it's because of this school that I got good marks and got into a reputed college. But in reality, I got into that school because I was the district topper in my 10th standard. So, I think I would have anyway secured high marks. I believed that Latent View was better. But, if I had joined the first company, I'd have adjusted myself into liking it. I believed that PayPal was the best choice. But, had I been to the US, I'd have been happier too. I believed that it'd have been difficult to choose things at work, had he been there. But, I'm sure I would have figured out a way. I could have cried about the things that didn't happen to me and spent my entire life like that. But, I chose not to. I know few friends of mine who are always unhappy, no matter where life takes them. I'm telling you, you can always find a reason to be sad. But, life is not about that, it's about finding happiness in the small things that happen to you. Looking at the bigger picture, expecting bigger things and comparing our lives with others, we tend to not enjoy the little things around. So, do you want to improve your life? Then, let's take it one step at a time. Believe in yourself. Believe that you're in a better place than a lot of people out there. Let go of the things that didn't happen to you and focus on things that are happening to you right now.